Item number G is representatives of Sac City Planning and Zoning Committee to address the council regarding planning and zoning issues.
Good evening. Thanks for letting us be a part of the agenda. Tonight we have a short PowerPoint presentation that we would like to pose and show to you folks. Here again, like many things we've talked about tonight, many things you read in the paper, we've been working on this project for the last 3-4 years. We're asking for your consideration to help us proceed with some of the buildings that we see in town. I know, just like everything, nobody has any money, but something needs to be done. We want to bring this to your eyes. These are pictures that the commission or council has taken. We want to show you, and we would like to start on progress to alleviate these problem buildings. They're all over town. We drive by them every day. Take a look, see what you think.
I have to apologize to you. I didn't get home till last night and found this. So I haven't been through this very much, but one of our members put this together, and I think she did a very good job. The Planning and Zoning Committee comes before the City Council regarding concerns about the status of Sac City's infrastructure and property valuations. The committee appreciates the difficult fiscal challenges the council faces, but P&Z committee members are frustrated by the buildings and concerns, some which have been on the P&Z agendas for months and even years. And I must say, people are yelling at us. The infrastructure, namely streets, sidewalks, and curbing, are of great concern. It's well known that winters are hard on the roads and sidewalks, but if there were prioritization and even partial repairs completed annually, the city could look better and protect its citizens and visitors. P&Z officer cites and follows procedures as far as he is allowed. And as some of you know, some of the city council ordinances have to be enforced by the P&Z officer. Some properties of concern may eventually have to be titled to the city. This is an aggressive and unwanted stance, but one that may possibly have to be taken to make the progress that is needed for action. We hope the council will consider setting up an annual budget line item for addressing these issues and submit all applications available for grant monies to assist in funding annual projects. If 2 to 3 issues can be addressed yearly, progress would be visible and consistent. The committee submits that portions of the local option sales tax would be an obvious place for partial funding. It is of great concern many of these properties, most especially in the downtown area, are not only an embarrassment to the community, but also a growing danger, both to citizens physically and to their property values. There are some downtown owners here tonight that can address some of this. We're going to take a look at some of the infrastructure. Streets are bad, alleys are even worse. The sidewalk and curb in front of Cattle Company will bring a lot of people into town. I've seen people unload, people with blockers and stuff in front of that curb and sidewalk down there thinking, oh boy, I asked Doug one time how much sales tax he brings into the community every month, and I know what he pays, so I can imagine what he does for sales tax revenue for Sac City. There's a curb in front of Gifty, a curb in front of Boyington Hardware, curb in front of Sac City Drug. I've been told over and over these were cut out in 1993. Curb and street damage in front of Frontier on Audubon, in front of New York Life. All of these are in our downtown, and it affects the appearance of our downtown business area. Many of our streets look like Lozier Street. That happens to be by the golf course, where there's weeds and stuff growing in the cracks, which lets moisture in, but eventually heaves all the streets. And goodness knows, in the last winter and this summer, of course, we've had plenty of ice and that. This is Leonard Street, up by Nick, between South 8th and South 7th Street. And then also South 7th Street, the bottom one on the right, happens to be in front of McCullough Law Firm. She says 9th Street, south of Main, these swallow bicycle tires. But Chris is quite an avid biker, and it's pretty dangerous around there. I finally gave it up, hitting manholes and stuff, about knocked you for a loop, so. There's the alleys by 11th and 12th Street. This is where our kids go to school, the buses go through there, people drop their children off. And I'd like to say that that blacktop checked last year, but it looks like about 20 years worth of checking to me. City infrastructure, there's a city parking lot at 6th and Williams last week. One on the right is by Monument Square. The one on the bottom happens to be right across from my driveway, actually. They fixed a water main there 3 or 4 years ago. It's settled. They never came back. The road's starting to break away. The curb is broken away. It's going to have to take all kinds of street repair there. Here's a curb and sidewalk by the Faith Bible Church that they use for handicapped people to come on. And of course, we get many, many visitors to town that come up and down these streets, up and down these steps to the Chamber Main Street office and my office as well. The railings are rusted at the bottom. You can see what the steps look like. Here's the downtown area, probably our gaping hole in the roof at the old Matt's Shoe Building. On the left, you can see the hole in the roof. On the right is taken from the front of the building. This one is taken looking at the old counter. You drop a car through that hole. Here's the old liquor store east of the courthouse. The property owner, we are on him all the time. He is removing his private property. This is another one that we've tried to deal with over the years. The old Boy Scout building that's just north of the VFW. These buildings, both this and the shoe store building, absolutely nobody paid the back taxes on it, the supervisors told me, and absolutely nobody stands in line to take title to these buildings. This is Sunwise building. It's part of the early mansion there that sits on the corner. Here's the Pink Floyd building. That looks healthy, across from the bank. The Freeze Chiropractic there. Pretty moldy in there. And there's some houses around town that people have taken photos of and Chris put in here. I'm guessing this is the Freeze property. The elderly neighbor keeps his property mowed, broken and boarded windows, and possibly a hole in the flat roof. This is 300 South 12th. There's missing windows and the porch falling down. 1215 Audubon Street, back of the property. The windows are missing. Front of it doesn't look so hot either. This is 1000 Hillcrest. Apparently it's been cited previously with results, but now appears that the carport is falling down. I'm not sure that this house even has natural gas. I think it's heated by electric heaters. There's two properties across the street from each other on the 1100 block of Main Street. There's one at 1112 Hobbs, 1400 Hobbs, and the 1400 block of Early Street. Some of these houses have been abandoned so long they don't even have numbers on it, so it's hard to tell you exactly where they are. Here's one at 115 North 16th Street, one at 1511 Hobbs. Another one at 1511 Hobbs has been rented recently. There's one at 1010 West Main. I don't know how long that one's been abandoned. The other one's on South 14th Street across from Bowerville. This is from Odebolt in another Sac County small town. They found the funds, tore down old dilapidated buildings to make this lovely green space. Please consider our concerns, is what she says in the PowerPoint.